What's your top of the mountain?
My top of the mountain is very much the wealth movement. You know, I think the greatest challenge we've got on this planet is the wealth gap. I think it's getting wider and wider. And what people think is that the have-nots want to take away from the haves, and the haves are trying to build the biggest wall they possibly can. And, you know, it's astounding, the figures. I mean, it's, you know, 1% of the world, 99% of the world. And I believe, and I've spent the last 20 years of my life doing this, with technology, literally with mobile phones, we can educate people, we can provide them with health opportunities, and the next thing they'll want is wealth opportunities. And I truly believe it's about empowering. You know, there's 3 billion people in the emerging market that have no access to education, to health, and to wealth. And so, you know, I'm a big driver behind the wealth movement, which is the intention or mission is to empower 1 billion people by 2020. That's why I got to spend a week with Richard Branson, by the way, with his 2020 vision. And I truly believe that will be my legacy. If I can leave this planet, it'll help create a better and more sustainable planet for all.
And you've got a great event coming up in October focusing on exactly that.
Yeah, well, again, coming back to my frustration in South Africa, there's 3 things that frustrate me in South Africa at the moment. Firstly, everyone's negative. So a lot of people just run around whining. They sit at the braais, they whine. The second thing is that these Americans come out here and they do sell-a-thons, which basically means get rich quick, run to the back of the room, and when you buy my CD, you'll be a multi-millionaire. And the third one is come on very expensive coaching programs, and I'm going to teach you how we do it in America, which doesn't work in South Africa anyway. So for me, basically, what we want to do is put an event together, and then the whole idea of collaboration and co-creation and crowdsourcing was get all South Africans to participate and create a place that we can come to, a forum where we can listen to great South Africans, we can listen to great international people, we can debate, but most importantly, people can say what they want to hear, what they want to learn, and who and what they want to, so that they can get solutions. And the whole philosophy behind it, let's empower South Africans. Whether they want to invest locally, whether they want to invest overseas, no matter what they want to do, let's find solutions. Let's stop complaining and let's find solutions. And the last thing I would say on it is that it's really awesome is that it's not only a bunch of white Afrikaans men. The intention is to have women, to have Africans, to have international, so that we really truly can, as an embodiment, come up with the society we want for the future.
Who are your top South African entrepreneurs?
Well, for me, as I said to you, I think Elon Musk is really someone that is absolutely amazing. Really, there's a lady that is well known and not that well known as well, Hilda Landerstedt. I'm very lucky to actually have her as one of my business partners. She's just been named as Forbes SA Powerful Woman of the Year, or I think nomination. There's 3 of them, and what she's doing is she's really driving women, you know, and inspiring and empowering women. And you know, 2/3 of the world that's illiterate is women. People don't know this. If you empower a woman, they have 3 times more impact on a community than a male. We're a bit redundant, dude. But
feel like it.
and the point is, if you empower women, that empowers children, and ultimately you're going to have a much bigger pay. So for me, people like her are really, really, you know, someone that we really need to follow. And then I think lastly, from my perspective, and there's a gentleman, I've just forgotten his name, Brian Pretorius. You know, Brian Pretorius for me is like the Jack Welch of America. And I've met the guy. He's one of the most humble guys. And, you know, I don't know, I've just had the privilege of meeting these incredible people like Yanni Moolman, Clem Santa. You know, you meet these people, you hear about them. Yanni Moolman is one of the most wealthy guys in South Africa. And yet when he came on one of our buying trips, he could have been my brother. Yeah, you know, he's just a cool dude, no airs and graces. And, you know, so for me, I think that's why they end up being so successful. Bill Rawson's another one. What an incredible guy, you know, and I don't know how to say it to you, you know, like I bought a book once, I learned this in America, it's an awesome policy, you should try it yourself. You buy a nice book and you send it to people and it like inspires them. Okay. And everyone else got the book, and to be honest, quite a few South African businessmen didn't even like respond. But Bill Rawson took the time to buy another book and send it back to me, and that was the 4-hour work week. And I was living in Joburg at the time, and now I live in Knysna. And so whether you can blame him or you can endorse him, but the whole principle behind the 4-hour work week is everyone works their whole life to retire to the beach. Why not just go live at the beach? So that's why I live in Knysna. So yeah, there's some incredible people that did. We are truly, truly blessed. I think one of the biggest things that I get sad about is that imagine how powerful this country could be if every South African that's been successful all over the world could be contributing back to South Africa, whether it's in sport or business. We'd have a flippin' amazing place.
Well, I think we're getting one step closer thanks to you, Scott. So thank you for your time.
Well, let's make sure that whether you live here or don't, it doesn't matter. We can still be passionate about where we come from. And I think with technology now we can connect it and make it happen and give back to the benefit of this incredible country we live in. So.